Hey fishing family, it's Fitz coming at you with a new video. I bet some of y'all have been wondering where that kayak video's been. Well,
oh, yeah, there we go, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo, look at that. Yeah. He's got one. All right. All right. Look at that. That's all you, bud. You want to hold it? Oh, there you go. You got it. There you go, bud. All right. One more. There you go. There you go. Yes! It's an honor to meet you. Hey, can you say hey to Mr. Zona? Say hey, Mr. Zona. Zona shook my hand. I'm going nuts here, people. Holy Lord. Thanks to you guys.
Right on. Bassmaster Classic 2020. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah. I got you on the outside. You want something else, do you? Little dink. Man, I can't catch nothing. I'm over here having to film this. I am going to show them how to reel back. Oh, let's go that way. Okay. You don't react that way because you're on camera. That's the only reason why you're doing that. Don't smile. Are you bro? I'm walking, bro.
Hey fishing family, Buddy Jones here. First year on the Bassmaster Leagues. Check out Fishing with Fitz. Hey fishing fans, Raj here. Still fishing with Hey, on Bassmaster Leagues. Check out Fishing with Fitz.
Hey fishing family, I'm Darren. Our company's Line Cutters. Check out Fishing with Fitz.
well anyway, let's get right to it because this has been delayed for a little while and I've been wanting to talk about this for a little bit, and it's, I guess you would say, it's been a little difficult on how to word it because it's been somewhat of a learning experience, to say the least. Well, the first video I had planned to shoot, I was going to take it out to a pond that is, it was on a family property, and it happened to be the pond where my PP was caught. Well, I was under the impression that these kayaks are very stable, and they are stable, by the way. Now, I'm not, this is nothing to do with the kayaks. The feel-free kayaks are amazing. This is user error, and I want to make that very clear. It's user error here. So, well, I didn't get it on camera, but the best thing to a reenactment I can show you is this.
Bring on the water.
Yeah. Anyway. Well, I wish I could say that was the only time. Well, I'm very stubborn by nature. So yeah, the first time I didn't even get 5 feet off the bank and it rolled. I'm so top heavy, I didn't take in, you know, my weight distribution, I guess you would say. So it rolled, and I mean, granted, I was at that point I was able to actually recover some of my stuff, so, or actually all my stuff. But people who know me know I'm stubborn by nature, so I don't really give up that quickly. So I got back on the horse, and yeah, that's 2 if we're still counting. I'm fairly certain at that point I had lost my GoPro camera, a few of my sunglasses, my headset that I use for my day job, which ain't cheap by any means. Well, like I said, I'm very stubborn, so I get back on it again, and this time I actually was able to maintain my balance for a little while, and I still had all my rods and my sonar, and I had all my baits. Well, yeah, that's number 3 if we're still counting. Yeah, at that point, I ain't gonna lie, I felt very discouraged because I had to drag the kayak back by the anchor string, go figure. And the anchor itself, I was grabbing it from the middle, so I'm dragging the anchor and the kayak with it while trying to hold on to what stuff I could. Yeah, I wasn't that far off. I mean, I was a little ways offshore, but I couldn't flip the kayak back over and hold on to the gear, so I had to pretty much drag it upside down. By that point, I'd lost one of my rods, my sonar. Yeah, it was a little discouraging, to say the least. That was not a good day for me. Well, at that point, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I ain't gonna lie. It was very, I guess you would say, testing. It was almost, I felt like I was trying to be tested to see if I would recover from this or let it just define me. Well, I'm ashamed to say it defined me for about a day or two. I didn't know what I was going to do. The kayak was provided to me by a sponsor, two sponsors actually in collaboration, and the sonar was also provided to me by a sponsor. And I had no clue how I was going to talk with them about it, how I was going to explain to them how my dumb butt decided to not take into account that I would screw something up. Well, then a friend of mine, real good friend of mine, he's like a little brother to me, gave me this small recommendation. He asked me to post in a Facebook group room that's very local to where we grew up. And I was very skeptical. I was very skeptical because, for one, I don't like asking for help. It feels, I guess I'm prideful on that, and I shouldn't. It's something I should probably get over. But I figured, what did I have to lose? And when I posted it, I tried to be as, polite as I could, but I felt like I was being rude by asking for help for people I didn't even know, or some people I didn't even know. I expected to type it and then all of a sudden get or and that's not what happened. It was a very eye-opening, touching moment. The room lit up with just everyone trying to give advice, recommendations, help, and it led to me being introduced to Les Sewell, firefighter and rescue diver down in Hawkinsville. And I was blown away. The guy came out on a Saturday on his day off and dived in this pond. Someone he's never met before. He went out of his way to, just to help me out. And the first footage of me actually using the kayak is me trying to help him recover my gear, or excuse me, is me being kind of a staging point for anything he finds while he's diving in there. And it was pretty dark. He had a time, but we found one of my GoPros. We found the boom that my GoPro was attached to, and we found one of my bait boxes. But I was still missing a rod and the sonar and a bunch of other bait boxes, and I ain't gonna lie, I was a little discouraged, but I was grateful that Les came out and helped. It was like really cool, and I felt bad because I felt like I wasted his time, like I didn't have the exact pinpoint location of the gear, and then come to find out, he got very motivated to find the stuff. Like it's you know it's he wanted to come back the following week and bring more divers, and I wasn't able to be there for that one, but lo and behold, you know, they found everything, and it was it was a very touching moment for me. Like I said, just people that, you know, some people I did know, some people I didn't know, just did whatever they could to try and help me out, and I'll never forget it. It's probably one of the most touching things I've ever gone through, and very humbling as well. It's I love seeing people that would come together to help someone. Is it gives me a lot of hope, you know, considering what we're going through right now in our country. But this video wasn't meant to be too cringy, I guess you would say, but I mean, it was very embarrassing, I ain't gonna lie. And, you know, people come up and ask me, they said, "You rolled the kayak?" I said, "I wish it was just that once." And they would just look at me like, "How many times did you roll it?" And I said, 3. And I was expecting someone to just laugh at me, but they didn't laugh. It's almost like they, you know, they felt like they looked like they got gut punched, because they felt bad that I went through that. Well, like I said, this was a learning experience, and everything was recovered, and I'm very blessed that my sponsor replaced my sonar for me, and now I'll be having kayak fishing videos for you guys, and I'm very excited. Now, granted, I have to get training wheels. Yeah, go ahead and laugh. Yeah. I have to buy outriggers for the kayak because I'm so top heavy, so I guess I gotta wait till I lose a little bit of weight and able to stabilize the kayak a little bit better on my own. But so I won't be using the sonar until I get the outriggers installed. Well, like I said, this has been a very, very eye-opening and learning experience, and very, you know, and like I said, it's been very humbling to have people that, you know, that I do know and people I don't know just come together to help me out so I can continue this path. And I'm so grateful, you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I will have some kayak fishing videos for you guys very soon. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate y'all being patient with me in these past couple of weeks. I promise I'll make it up to you. God bless. We'll see you in the next one.